1965. Okay. This would be March 4th, I think, 1965. Sunday night, watching ABC Sunday night at the movies. It was a big show. They put on feature films, recent feature films. And the movie that night was Judgment at Nuremberg, which is one of the first films to deal with the Holocaust. It was the Diary of Anne Frank, but that was like, Hollywood stuff. This was pretty real, more realistic, and it actually included concentration camp footage in the movie. So you saw the kind of films that became more prevalent years later, of the bodies and all that kind of stuff. So in the middle of this film, ABC interrupts the movie to show you a news report, film footage. Remember back in those days, I don't think they had videotape, they had film. So they had to develop it before they could actually report a story with film. Okay, so the event had occurred, I think, earlier in the afternoon. This was in Selma, Alabama. It became known as Bloody Sunday. It was at the Edmund Pettus Bridge, and a group of nonviolent black marchers led by now Congressman John Lewis, was trying to cross the Edmund Pettus Bridge to do a march to Montgomery, Alabama, for voting rights. And there were these Alabama state troopers on the other side of the bridge, and they had gas masks on. They told them to disperse, and they just stopped. They just went into this crowd with these truncheons. They were clubbing them. There were guys on horses. It looked like the Wild West. It looked like a pogrom. That's what it looked like, really, to me. Okay, and they were attacking these people brutally. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And they showed this footage, and then now we return to our feature film, Judgment at Nuremberg. Now, wait a second, you're watching this movie about Nazis and persecution of minorities, and then you have this interlude where you see really what was the equivalent of American Nazis, beating up on this innocent minority group. Now, I won't tell you that that's what caused, the massive national support for that voting rights movement, but I'm sure it was a factor in the irony, the juxtaposition of those powerful images together, of seeing the Holocaust and then seeing real life, and couldn't help but make some kind of equation there, okay, of that.